Albuquerque clearance, Skyhawk 73, 938, information Zulu, VFR to the south practice area, heading 180, 8,500.
Taxi answer 938, departure frequency 123.9er, squawk 0403.
Departure 123.9er, 0403 in the box, 938.
Sky 938, read back correct information, Zulu's current.
We have Zulu. Alright, that goes to altitude once we get that set. Alright. Transponder set is required, flight instruments radio set. Lights as needed, so I already put our nav lights on and taxi light. That one's going to come on. Cool.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and put that up there. Alright, ready to taxi out?
Let's do this.
Alright, go ahead and release park brake. I'm going to test my brakes. Go ahead and test yours. Set the park brake for me.
PS 2071 Heavy, connect departure.
Alright, engine run up, parking brake on, flight controls free, correct, so we're going to make a box turn. So, all the way left, all the way back, all the way right. Oh, I'll give that a try.
Left, back.
All the way right. So, good freedom of movement, no binding. Alright, fuel select valve, both. Throttle, 1700 RPM, so we're going to go up to... And I'm holding down the brakes with my feet as well. So 1700. Alright, mixture set for best power. So this is our mixture. We're going to turn on, we're going to watch our RPMs as we do this.
Okay.
We're going to keep on turning this until we get a drop in RPM. See that drop?
Yep.
Then we're going to go back. That right there is at its peak. So I'm going to go 1, 2 more turns back to the right.
And to the right is making it.
Yeah. So I do rich of peak.
Okay.
Because as we descend, that's going to set it just right as we get up to our altitude. All right, magnetos drop. So we have a left, a right, and both, right?
Yep.
So we're going to go left first. We get a drop in RPM. Back to both. To the right, we get a drop in RPM. Back to both. So both magnetos are working. So we have 2 spark plugs per engine, right?
Yep.
Yep. So both are working.
Gotcha.
Vacuum gauge. So engine instruments, oil pressure in the green. Oil temperature still coming up.
35011.
Suction should be, that arrow should be straight up.
Yep.
All right, carb heat. So I'm gonna turn this on. We get another slight drop, and then back to idle, all the way left. Carb heat goes back in. Oop. And back to 1,000 RPM. Cool. Everything in our engine works. So we're ready to go. Albuquerque ground, Skyhawk 73, 938, that cutter ready for taxi with Zulu.
393 Albuquerque Tower, text from 8 Kilo, Echo 1.
Runway 8 Kilo, Echo 1, 938. Alright, release park brake for me. Our heels are going to go to the floor, right?
Okay.
So we don't accidentally hit our brakes on takeoff. And we'll use this to stay center line. But once we get to 55, we'll go ahead and pitch back just a little bit, and the aircraft's going to do the rest.
Okay.
Albuquerque Tower, Skyhawk 73, 938, hold short runway 8, ready for departure.
Runway 3, clear to land, Southwest 196.
Cessna 938, runway 3, turn right on course, wind 35011, clear for takeoff. Correction, runway 8, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
I was going to say, clear for takeoff, on course, runway 8, 938. Okay, let's go taxi us out. Nobody's on final. We do have a balloon out that way, but we're going south, so. Cool, heels to the floor. All right, one hand on the yoke, the other on the throttle. All right, go ahead, full power.
FAA maintenance tower.
Now keep the hand on the throttle. Keep your hand on the throttle for me.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
FAA maintenance 2 Roger, hold short remain 8.
All right, rolling down the runway, right? There's 55. Go ahead and pitch back just a little bit. And we're off. Look at that.
Wow.
Yep.
738.
And if it pitches up a little too much for you, go ahead and pitch back down.
738.
Just a little bit. Going to departure, then it's 3. See how it's neutral and we're just kind of keep turning?
Yep.
Albuquerque departure, Skyhawk 73938, 6,200, climb to 8,500.
Number 73938, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb on course.
On course, then it's 38. All right, let's keep turning right. So, I want you to notice something. Go ahead and let go of the controls. Let's watch what it does. All right, so we're looking outside.
Service terminated.
Look at our airspeed right now. It's at 65, right?
Yep.
Okay, so watch what happens when I pitch down.
Look up into the flight.
We're looking outside, and look at our airspeed now. It's climbing, right?
Yep.
Good. So I'll trim it so that just a little nose down right there. That's our trim wheel. Now we can set it. Look at that. We're just kind of flying hands-free.
Where are we climbing to?
We're climbing to 8,500, so we're at almost 7,000 right now. So we want to maintain 70. That's the airspeed that we want, and we do that with pitch.
Okay.
4 is 6,400 free.
If we want to go faster, we pitch down. If we want to go slower, we pitch up. Pretty simple concept.
King Air.
And when we get to about 450, we're going to start pitching down. And that's going to lower our nose. That's also going to increase our airspeed, which is what we want. All right. So we're right about there, so go ahead and start pitching down. And it's going to fight you as we gain airspeed.
The trim is going to fight it to get back into climbing.
Yep. Okay, so is it fighting you?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
so watch this. Tell me when it doesn't fight you anymore.
Yep.
Okay.
Traffic inside Empire 774.
So this here is a good nose down. It seems like it's nose down,
Yeah.
but in reality, this is a good straight level flight right here. Now, we're still kind of climbing a little bit. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pull power out just a little bit. And that's going to stop the rest of our climb. All right, so now we're going to try a descent. So go ahead and take your throttle and go to about 2,000 RPM.
8, contact Albuquerque Center 1.
So in is power, so we're going back.
Yep, so we're going to go back.
432.
And see what that does to our nose?
Yep. Speed picking up.
Speed's not really going to pick up too much. It's a little bit. But you see what I mean by power for altitude?
Yep.
We're descending. And let's say we want to level out at 8,000. Go ahead and put the power back in.
Straight level is at 25.
Yep. Well, not quite all the way in. You kind of see what that does?
Yep.
Alright. So let me have the controls here real quick. I'm going to show you something really cool. This kind of explains stability a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to pitch us down. We're straight level flight right now. Hands free, right?
Yep.
Alright, what I'm going to do, the only time I'm going to touch this control after this is just to get us wings level. Okay, but other than that, what we're going to do is we're going to pitch down And then we're just gonna let this do its thing. Right now we're kind of going down. We're gaining airspeed, which means we're producing more lift, right?
Yep.
And now what it's gonna do is it's gonna go back up. See how we're climbing back up to 8,000?
Yep.
Airspeed's dropping a little bit, and our nose is coming back down.
Interesting. So that has play with the trim too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so we're not really touching the trim, right? So this is called stability.
Okay.
This aircraft is inherently stable.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So eventually it's going to kind of settle back down to where you had it. We might lose just a little bit of altitude, but that's okay. See how that works?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you can have our controls back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to a climb and go back up to 8,500. So
Okay.
for that, power for altitude, right?
Power for altitude.
Power for altitude. So go ahead and put that power all the way in.
All the way?
All the way in.
All right.
Now, you see how that lifts our nose up, right?
Yep.
And if we really wanted to climb, we can just pitch back until we get to about between 80 and 70. Just kind of keep pitching
You're
back.
talking speed. Okay.
Yep.
Empire 774, contact Albuquerque Center, 132.8, 32.8, good day.
32.8 Empire 774, good morning. Spartan, good morning. Boutique 654, 7.5 or 9,170 heading.
Boutique 654, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Now we're back up to 8.5 and we're leveling back out.
654.
All right, now I'm going to show you something else. Let me have the controls again.
Calling
Okay.
Try again on 123.
So we understood the concept of power for altitude, pitch for airspeed, right?
Power for altitude.
Pitch for airspeed. Okay. We're at 8,600 right now.
54, we can make
Okay.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slow us down without losing altitude. Right, so what happens when I take power out? Our nose drops, right?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
200.
use my pitch to bring it back up. And that's going to slow us down.
Good morning, Albuquerque. Approach Centurion 210 Alpha with you, level 13,000.
And I'm going to
Centurion 2
Trim.
Kilo Alpha, Albuquerque approach, good morning.
help me fly.
Altimeter 3029.
That way we can keep the same altitude but go slower.
Yep. See how that works?
Albuquerque approach, Bonanza.
And then if I wanted to go back faster,
Bonanza 254.
put the power back in, and that's going to lift our nose up, so we're going to
9,000 inbound.
pitch back down.
Back down and adjust it to where it's not fighting anymore.
Exactly.
Bonanza 254. I don't think that's your whole call sign. That's all I copied.
All right, I'll let you have the controls now. Go ahead and keep us turning left.
Good morning, radar contact.
And
climb and maintain.
I'll let you kind of mess around here in the practice area. Kind of do what you want.
Contact 30 miles north of Albuquerque International.
Now see what our nose is doing there? It's kind of slicing through the horizon, pitching down.
Yeah.
Look at our airspeed, climbing, and look what our altitude's doing. Ooh.
Bonanza 466. Expect
So,
left base
as you
wind
turn, you're losing a little bit of vertical lift.
Okay.
So you kind of have to watch what your nose is doing on that horizon and just kind of keep that nose where it was.
At Albuquerque.
And Bonanza 4.
So when you're making a turn like that,
Showing you
Uh-huh.
8,500. Is that correct?
are you typically pulling back just a touch, or how does that
Just
typically
a
work?
touch. The more bank you have,
Direct Alamosa.
The more you gotta pull up.
the more you have to pull up. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so we're gonna do like a steep turn,
Yep.
and I'm just kind of keeping my nose on that horizon, but I'm having to pitch back just a little bit to keep us at that same altitude.
Gotcha.
And then once you roll out, you have to remember to release that back pressure, otherwise you're gonna go up.
Gotcha.
Yep. Because you're getting that vertical lift back. Okay. Plane is yours again.
Back to straight level.
Yep. I'm gonna give you one of your instruments back. At least that one, just to show you
Coordination.
coordination. Okay, so
Butt nose up again here.
all right. So you see where we're pointed right now? That
Yep.
little horizon?
Yep.
Okay. So here's like a little exercise I like for coordination. Okay, so rock our wings back and forth just to try and, but still keep our nose on that spot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You want to give it a try?
It's hard not to press forward or backwards.
Yeah.
So as far as what's moving it a little bit that way, is that what's moving that? Is that?
That's all right. So we're just kind of slicing through that airway.
Yeah.
So when we turn right, see that ball that's kind of moving to the right?
Yep.
That means we need a little bit of right rudder, and that moves that ball back to that center.
Step on the ball.
Step on the ball.
All right.
All right. Good. All right. Go ahead. Try one to the left. Rudder doesn't require much left. Little bit, but there we go. All right, see what our nose is kind of doing? All right, let's try one to the right. Let's do 180 degrees to the right.
Albuquerque International Airport AI fits information Alpha.
Good one. But we seem to be pitched up just a little high. You see how we're climbing?
Yep.
Now go ahead and let go of the controls. Let's see what it does. There we go. And our airspeed's climbing, right? And if we wanted to go back down to 8,500, what can we do?
What'd you say? Power for altitude?
Yep. So, grab that throttle.
Pulling out, just smiling.
Put the power back in. And you see how that kind of lifts our nose?
Yep.
So we have to be quick on this to bring it back down.
Keep it from climbing.
Keep it from climbing. If you have like real bad turbulence, you want to accept any variations in altitude, just try to keep the wings level. So next time you see an airline captain who thinks he's really hot shit, you can say, hey, I know how easy it is to fly this thing. And pull the power out. Let's descend down to 7,500.
Turning right.
And let's pull the power back to 2,000 RPM. So now we're in a descending turn. Alright, not too steep on the bank. We're going to go down to 7,500. Albuquerque approach, Skyhawk 938 with Alpha. I'd like to return to Sunport, full stop.
Skyhawk 938, roger. Visit 1 navigation, right base, runway 8.
Right base, runway 8, 938.
Skyhawk 938, you did say you have information off, correct?
Yes, we do. Alright, go ahead and put the power back in. You see that nose coming back up?
Yep.
So we're going to push back down just to fight it a little bit. I'm going to put power out just a little bit. That's going to conserve a little bit of fuel and stop our descent.
So I heard you contact those at, I forget, so you have the control tower at the airport, their departure control and arrival, is that all they handle?
Yep.
And then once you're outside of that, you're talking to?
Center.
Okay.
And then within the area of the tower, you'll tower, and when you're on the ground, you contact ground. But sometimes they do delegate other frequencies to other controllers. Over to tower 120.3 and 38. Man, we're on like a... They handed us off the tower like really soon. There's like no traffic out here at all. Albuquerque Tower, Skyhawk 7393 on an extended right base, runway 8.
Jack 7293, Albuquerque Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 36010.
Clear to land, runway 8, 938. Alright, so we have about a 10 knot crosswind.
Okay. So we got to clear to land when we're still quite a ways away. Is that normal?
No, not usually. It's normal if they have like nobody out there.
Like today?
Yeah, like today.
I mean, it's been so. I've been listening. It's been so quiet.
Yeah. Go ahead and just send us down to 6,500. Nope.
Wrong way.
Wrong one. All right, right there. That's about all you'll need.
Okay. It's just at this point, it's just watch it going.
Yep.
If this one is here, we would see the vertical speed, right?
Yep.
And we're clear on A, right?
Yep, we're clear to land on 8.
The one we took off on, same direction.
Yep. Usually they have us land on runway 3, but 3 and 2-1 is closed right now. Alright, so I'll take it from here.
Okay.
And then I do want you to follow along, so make sure your feet are not on the brake parts.
Okay.
Alright, so before landing checklist, boom, boom, on both, everything's set. Alright, so I'm taking power out. I'm gonna start descending. And I'm gonna pitch up just a little bit. RP comes out. Alright, at 85, I can put in my first notch of flaps. So right here, 5 is actually 10. So we're at 10 degrees of flaps right now. And that's gonna slow us down even more. And then what I'm gonna do, go to 10 to 20 degrees of flaps. See how it's slowing us down?
Yeah, big time.
I'm turning into runway 8.
60 Albuquerque Tower, continue inbound and landing cover beach on risk, wind 360 at 7.
60760, now we have a crosswind coming this way. And that's why I'm not letting you land on this crosswind yet.
Crash 10 loud and clear on me.
Alright, so I want to be at 65. Now you see how we're crabbed in?
2 ground.
Yep.
So when I start my flare, I'm going to do everything I told you I did, except now we're going to add cross control.
Proceed as
I'm going to add right rudder and then left aileron as I do it.
Come in at 2, roger.
So I round it out. I'm in ground effect. Right rudder, opposite aileron. Now I'm holding it off. Holding it off, holding it off, holding it off. Now I'm keeping my ailerons into the wind as well. Flaps come up. Landing light off. That tower, Skyhawk 938, clear runway 8 at Delta, going to cutter. You want us to go to ground or stay with you?
Sky 938, remain this frequency, taxi to cutter. The right on Echo, left on Golf 1, cross runway 12.
Right on Echo, left on Golf 1, cross 12, 938. Okay, but taxi us, turn right here on this taxiway.
Okay.
And Tower 938, verify clear to cross 12 at Echo 3 and Golf 1.
938, affirmative, cross runway 12.